Hey, what's going on? It's another podcast of the DL podcast. Oh, where does the time fucking go? It's almost the end of the year. Look at that. And just like that, 2018 is coming to an end. And people are hyping up 2019 like they always do. Like, yeah, man, this year I'm gonna start a movement. I'm gonna do all this stuff. I'm gonna get in the gym. And then what's the percentage of people that actually do that? What is the percentage? It's I would say between 20 and 25% of people actually accomplish everything that they want to do. Mostly because their goals are just out of reach. Like, they don't understand short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. And I'm one of those people that fucking don't accomplish my goals and shit. But anyways, I'm sorry I haven't uploaded a podcast in like a month. I've had a lot going on. I'm not trying to make excuses here or anything. But I've had a lot going on. I quit that job that I was talking about earlier on, and it was fucking. I went through it had like a month of like sit down training where you're basically in school again. Learning all this shit, and I was kicking ass. Oh, you should have fucking seen me. I was going hammer and tongs with learning this shit. I was doing really well. And then like the first week of I guess they actually put you on the phones and shit. I don't know. I got a bad vibe. And, the management wasn't all on point with, what they agreed upon as the right procedure for certain things. My friend told me the other day, he's like, you can't quit every job you have. Look, man, if you're not happy in a job, then you shouldn't fucking stick around, okay? I didn't stick around. I didn't like the job. And I understand that it's going to be fucking jobs that you don't like picking up after elephants at the zoo, or fucking digging ditches, or picking trash up off the highway, or being at a cash register, or whatever the fuck. I understand that concept of it's a progression of you start out with a shit job, and then you I guess work your way up the corporate ladder until you become either a manager, an assistant manager, or you end up doing what you really want to do in your field. And that's the struggle, is really wanting to do what you want to do in your field of choice. And how to get into that field, what connections you have to make, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, man, this job was just fucking, it was a full-time job. It had really good benefits, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to go to a job that I fucking hated. So that's that. What else? What else has been going on in my busy life? I fucking had Thanksgiving. Happy late Thanksgiving to whoever listens to this. Hope you had a good one. I didn't, did I go shopping on Black Friday? No, I didn't. I stayed inside because, I buy stuff at regular price. I'm not like one of those jackals that goes down to fucking Walmart and buys up the whole store just because it's 20% off day, it's not worth it. I'm more into that Cyber Monday. I'll go for Cyber Monday. I'll buy stuff online. I'll have it shipped to my door. I'll deal with UPS or FedEx losing my package in fucking Kentucky, and then I have to fucking figure out how to get it to my house. But I'm fucking, I stay inside on Black Friday, I had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I've been looking for some more work. What else has been going on? Fucking man. Not really a lot. I've just kind of been is this guy gonna use his turn signal? Oh, okay, he's using his turn signal. I'm not gonna yell at him then. He was just getting a little close there. Yeah, man. I've just been fucking trying to figure shit out. The romance life hasn't treated me well the last probably month and a half. I don't know what it is, man. There's something in the water right around the holidays where people are just fucking, I don't know. People just start acting a little funky. I don't know what it is. I understand that the holidays bring out a lot in people and they fucking, you know, whether good, bad, or fucking indifferent. Yeah, but I don't know, it's just something, you know. Me included, you know, I've had relatives pass away around the holidays. I fucking understand how people cope with certain things, blah, 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 blah. What else? Oh, what's been in the news? I think, okay, so Kavanaugh got put into fucking the Supreme Court, somehow. I don't know how that all worked out. So what my question is what happens to that Christine Blasey Ford lady? Like, does she just go back and start just living her life again? She's just like, she just forgets it ever happened? I mean, obviously she doesn't forget the abuse and everything, but does she just, like, continue living her life? Like, not even, like, I mean, of course the guy's in the Supreme Court, but, like, does she just, like, pretend like, you know, it never happened and just kind of accept it? I mean, that would be kind of a hard thing to accept, is that your fucking assaulter is on the fucking court of the United States. That happened. Trump keeps saying ridiculous stuff. And I posted on my social media this morning. I just fucking said, you know, it seems like every time Trump does something crazy, people just blow their minds like, oh, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he did that. Like, you know, he's Trump, you know, and he's gonna fucking do what he wants to do, you know, and so people just keep feeding him this excitement, this like, oh, you know, like, the way I was thinking of it is like, if someone robs your house, they rob your house, you know, it's a fucking traumatic experience, you feel fucking violated, blah, 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 but if the same guy robs your house 6 times, you know, eventually you're gonna fucking not be fucking surprised that person robbed your house. Like, that guy robbed my house again, you know? I'm gonna fucking, you know, just, you know, kind of accept that he's a burglar, and, you know, hopefully he goes to jail. Or gets, you know, mauled by a fucking attack dog, or, you know, whatever the fuck. But, you know, it's just acceptance, like, you know, that's how he is. He's a crazy fuck. You know, and that's that. You know, it's not like, I don't know why I understand why so many people are getting so, like, crazy over, like, the shit he does, you know, whether it's Puerto Rico or Charlottesville or fucking, what else has he done? He's insulted women, he's insulted Mexicans, he's insulted the blacks, he's insulted fucking those migrant caravan people, those poor fucking people down there in Tijuana. Camping out, waiting to get in. What else? Oh, he's just done all sorts of crazy shit, you know, but at some point you're just like, I turn on the TV now, and if Trump does something crazy, you know, I'm just like, well, you know, he's a crazy guy, so that's why I expect him to do crazy stuff. So, you know, there's that. I saw, Meghan McCain got into a fight with Joy Behar on The View because fucking they were both arguing over who was right. You know, when both of them had, I guess, I don't know, both of them had pretty valid points of view. Because Joy Behar was saying fucking that she was just trying to aim at Trump and all that and fucking say how terrible he is and compare him to George H.W. Bush. You know, they had all that shit on with him fucking dying and stuff. But they fucking, she was like comparing him to George H.W. Bush and saying how bad Trump was compared to him. Or him. What am I saying? Him. What is that? I'm overpronouncing my fucking words here. Yeah, she was just comparing Trump to Bush and saying like how wonderful Bush was, especially on like global warming and pollution and all that. Has anyone ever seen that John Coleman? It was this guy, he was the president of the Weather Channel, and he fucking came out a couple years before he died. He died, I think, this year. And he fucking said that there was no such thing as global warming. Has anyone ever seen that? He was a weatherman here in San Diego for a long time, and he went on national news and basically just said that the scientists are all rigged and they're all bought and paid for, and global warming's a hoax and all this different shit. It's kind of interesting. Look it up on YouTube. John Coleman. But anyways, that's what Joy Behar was saying. She was saying that she was only gonna like determine who she votes for president based on what their view is on pollution and all that. And Meghan McCain just snaps back and just says she wanted to focus on George H.W. Bush. So both of them are kind of right. Like, Joy Behar has the right to say how bad Trump is. But at the same time, like, can we focus on this man's death and, you know, and how fucking memorable this guy was? I wasn't alive when he was president, you know, but apparently he did a whole bunch of good things. He stood up to the NRA. He denounced his membership. He fucking did the pollution shit. What else? I don't know. I don't know much about George H.W. Bush. I don't know. Was he the one that fucking... oh, they're opening up a new market over here? Okay. Sorry, I just noticed that this empty building next to my gym has... They're putting in a new market here. It looks like an Asian market, though. It has, like, Asian writing on the side of the building. I'm not going to say whether it's Chinese or Japanese or Korean, you know, because I don't fucking know, okay? But it's an Asian market. It's called H Market. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so I wasn't alive when he was president. So I don't really know. I know he had something to do with Saddam Hussein over in Iraq or something. I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. Fucking crazy that war is still going on. We have that in Afghanistan still going on. And, like, I don't know what we're accomplishing over there right now. I just assume that a bunch of people are just fucking kind of standing around wondering what the fuck they got to do. So, yeah. What other crazy stuff has been in college football? They announced all the bowl games. What was it? Alabama's playing Oklahoma and Clemson's playing Notre Dame. I'm going to take a shot, and I'm going to go, it's going to be Alabama, Notre Dame, and the college football championship. That's my pick. And then Alabama's probably going to win again because, you know, they're always number one. They have that stupid elephant running around, you know, stepping on his trunk and fucking doing whatever he does. Why do they have an elephant as their mascot? I don't fucking know. They don't have elephants in Alabama, as far as I know. But fucking, so that happened. The NFL's getting pretty close. LA Rams lost last night. Holy shit, to Chicago. But, you know, I can't blame the Rams for losing because it was fucking, what, like 20 degrees out? Like, they're not used to that shit. If they're fucking practicing and living in LA, they're not used to fucking 20 degrees. Playing outside, you know, and they were like criticizing the quarterbacks for how inaccurate they were. It's like, dude, it's 20 degrees outside. You're like, Jesus Christ, like, you're lucky you can get the ball past the fucking 10 yards for the first down. You want them to launch bombs downfield and not fucking get a cramp or whatever. Yeah, so it's looking like the Rams and the Saints are going to be the top two in the NFC, and then the AFC, the Chiefs, and I got to say the Patriots. I think the Patriots, they're going to figure shit out. You know Belichick, he always figures shit out towards the end of the year. You know, they know how to win in December and January. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're the number 2 seed, and then they end up having to go to Kansas City, and then somehow they win that game. I don't know. Maybe Kansas City wins. I don't know. But I don't think that Houston... I mean, Houston's a good team and everything, but I don't think them and Pittsburgh... I mean, they're both going to host playoff games. But I wouldn't be surprised if the wild cards knocked one, or at least one or both of them off. Chargers are wild card. And I don't know who that last wild card spot is. I think Baltimore, Indianapolis, Miami. Who else is fucking in there? Tennessee, I think. I forget who the 4 are. I know Denver fucking lost to the San Francisco 49ers yesterday. Holy mackerel. You know, 20-14. What happened to the 49ers all of a sudden? But better yet, what happened to the New York Giants? Like, I've heard that, like, from some other podcasts, that Eli Manning is just like a lazy fuck up until November, and I think that's totally correct. Like, he does it every year. Like, somehow that team, like, they start out in the preseason in September and October, they're fucking sucking, and look at them now. They're like 5-8 or something, and they still have like a chance to make the playoffs. Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, credit goes to fucking the owners of the New York Giants, to fucking Eli Manning, Odell Beckham Jr., Sterling Shepard, that defense. Like, I don't know how the fuck they do it, but every fucking year they come back around. Oakland Raiders beat the Steelers yesterday. Jesus. That was kind of crazy. It screwed up my fantasy. Had Pittsburgh's defense starting yesterday, and they fucking lose to the Raiders at 24-21. Yeah, I bet Mike Tom. I was texting one of my cousins. Because I was playing him in fantasy. I said, Mike Tomlin probably has the same face that he has when anything ever happens to the Steelers. He always has that same, like, disgruntled look on his face. But yeah, I've just been fucking getting my shit together here, or at least trying to. Had a pretty big rainstorm down here. We got like 3 inches of rain or something like that within like a 48-hour period. So we're ahead of schedule on our rain down here in San Diego. Fucking, I don't know how that is. Fucking, it pours rain, and then, like, I think we got like 2 inches of rain, and it ended up flooding like half the downtown area because our sewers are so fucking old and decrepit that it's fucking, like, if you get 2 inches of rain, it's a fucking, looks like a tsunami hit. But yeah. So I am currently going to get myself some food. I was thinking about this before I started the podcast. I think this is going to be the last podcast of the year. And then in the beginning of next year, so in January, I'm going to totally start this once a week podcast again, and hopefully fucking stick to it. But I'm gonna give you a quick little podcast, because I do have errands to run today. So I'm just gonna give you this little splurge of podcasts. I hope y'all keep listening. I hope y'all keep listening to the podcast and keep fucking tuning in. I will see you next year. What is on my phone? There's like gunk in my phone now. God damn it. Yeah, I'm at what, 18 minutes? I'll blur it for another 2 minutes. I'll just fucking fill up the time here. What else has been fucking going on? Just fucking, what else? Yeah, so I quit that job. I've just been looking for something part-time, because next year I'm going to fucking start looking into fucking finding something in my field, I gotta get this show on the road. But and I went to a wedding yesterday. My friend got married, had a very nice ceremony and everything. I hadn't been to I don't know what kind of Christian religion it was. But it was one of those ones, where people feel the Lord, with their hands, and they shake their hands up in the air and and do all that. So I went to one of those yesterday. Yeah, it was pretty chill and everything. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this off. I will talk to you guys next year. I'm gonna have a whole bunch of guests on. I hope you guys have happy holidays, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, New Year, etc. Please tune into the podcast starting next year, so January. So the first Monday of January, you'll get a new podcast from me. So I will talk to you later, and see you next year. All right.